The Xbox One is officially $399. Kinect dropped, gloves off. Things are going to get interesting. What is going on, guys and girls? I am GhostRobo, and holy crap, what a crazy morning. I don't know that anyone could have predicted Microsoft making a bold move like this so early in the console life cycle. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One cost the exact same amount of money. Microsoft announced this morning that they are creating a Kinectless SKU beginning on June 9th for $399, achieving price parity with their Sony competition. This is insanely interesting and totally changes the playing field as we move towards E3. I am personally shocked that they decided to abandon all of their future forward-looking things so early. Everything that the Xbox One initially stood for has basically been sidetracked. The digital future, completely sidetracked. The Kinect motion-controlled, voice-controlled entertainment box thing future, completely sidetracked. Now we cannot guarantee that a customer will have a Kinect, and therefore I think the games that would use Kinect are going to be infinitely reduced. The features that would use Kinect have to be reduced, and it's a strange day, but also an exciting day. Because what I like most about this announcement is that it places all of the focus on the games as we get into the most exciting week of the year for gaming. That June 9th week, when Microsoft officially unveils this Kinectless SKU to the public, to retail stores, and you can buy it on June 9th. You have a choice between a $399 PlayStation 4 and a $399 Xbox One. It becomes all about the games. Sure, Xbox One still does some of the entertainment stuff, TV in, TV out, blah, blah, blah. That's pretty cool in some ways. They've got their own slew of features. PlayStation 4 has their own slew of unique features. But basically now, things are much more even than they were before from a buying, purchasing standpoint. And so when we watch these E3 conferences in 4 short weeks, it's going to be all about the exclusive games, all about the fun, the most exciting part of these boxes, what they play. It's not about what they cost. It's not about what they do on the side. It's not about what you can also maybe get into. It's about the core focus and function of these consoles, playing games. And that's what I love about this move, that it brings us back to a game-driven console battle, and that's exciting. Now, I do think it's a bit sad that some of these features were just basically, given up on so early. I'm sure it was a monetary decision, an economics-based decision. Microsoft must have had real fear about the numbers going into the second half of this year that they had to make this move, because this is a move of desperation. This isn't a $20 cut. This isn't a Titanfall bundle. This is taking what was once your premier feature of your box and removing it, basically saying that, hey, Kinect isn't all that important. Now, they still will sell a box that includes the Kinect. They'll still sell a deluxe SKU that retains its original camera peripheral, but basically, if it's not in every box, it no longer will require, demand, or deserve the focus that it previously could have had. If you are a big game company, why would you make a Kinect-focused game knowing that a lot of people aren't even going to have the camera? Will there be side little features? Sure, voice commands here and there, maybe a mini game that uses Kinect, yeah, but we're not going to get any true AAA dedicated Kinect games anymore. Maybe we never were, but now for sure that is off the table. It's going to be relegated to dance games, party games, music games, stuff like that. That's my firm belief. I do not think you're going to see a major franchise commit itself to Kinect when it's not in every box. But for the most part, that's okay, because I don't know that I've ever played a really great Kinect game. I mean, Dance Central was fun, but beyond that, what did we get out of this? Some kooky party time with our family and friends. That's what it gave me. Kinect Sports was okay for a day or two. I got some definite laughs out of that, but it never was a lasting experience that I wanted to have again and again. And I was kind of excited to see if they could create that this generation, but it seems like that's going to be pushed off into the future furthermore. And it makes an interesting, statement on the current mind share of the populace that nobody really wants to think so forward and future looking. And I guess that says something about Oculus as well. Can that grab hold of a gaming audience that is much more concerned with price parity and games than it is with peripherals and future-looking tech. The most important thing here, though, is that now we have a new discussion. Now when we go to E3, Microsoft doesn't have to do any convincing about Kinect. They don't have to do any convincing about price point. They're just going to say, hey, our box, their box, what games do you like? Now, I still believe the PlayStation 4 is a stronger system from a hardware point of view. It has probably better graphics, a little bit, and it definitely runs at a faster and smoother pace. But that can be overlooked if the games are genuinely more fun on the Xbox side of things. I think that Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, Titanfall, and the just blown out and revealed Sunset Overdrive can form an exciting exclusive trio that can definitely make a case for a $399 Xbox One. That is a cool and unique slew of games right there. You've got a very, very fun, very, very epic first-person online shooter experience with Titanfall. You've got a family-friendly, yet still intense, yet very fun and charming and colorful and bright Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare that can appeal to anyone at a very noobish level or a very hardcore competitive level. And you've got Sunset Overdrive, which is an exciting new game from a Sony studio, a former developer that was dedicated to the PlayStation brand, Insomniac, that is bringing their crazy, cool, exciting, and beautiful game now exclusively to Xbox One. What is Sony going to do? Sure, they have a bunch of indie games. Sure, they've got that big Uncharted gameplay demo coming at E3. The Order might be interesting. Maybe we'll see a God of War teaser. But they've got to bring out something later this year for PlayStation 4 to say, hey, remember us, we're still the best gaming box. And I think that's the best part of this announcement. Not only does it open the Xbox One up to a lot more people who are willing to drop $400 but not $500, not only does it remove what many people felt was a useless Kinect, making that system more appealing on a, front-looking, just eyeball experience. When you go into the store, you see it's $400. You don't have to worry about peripherals, or some people were worried about spine. Like, all that BS is just wiped off. It's shoved out the door, pushed off the table. Now you've got these consoles, and they are both going to have to bring us big games. They're going to have to deliver that. If they want to say, you need to buy mine over his, the reason has to be the games. If Phil Spencer gets up there on stage, it's got to be about the games. Whoever they bring out for Sony, now that Jack Tretton is gone, it's got to be about the games. And I'm guessing that both companies now are racing to put together the most amazing E3 presentation they possibly can. This is going to be a fantastic E3. I would bet you this is the best E3 we've seen in many years. And this announcement just further assures me of that fact. We are in the full first year of the console. We are beginning to get the second wave of next-gen games, and now we have price parity, so everyone is going to have to think of their best move and put it out on the table. Sony cannot use the card of $400 anymore. They don't have that bonus ace in the hole to say, hey, we're $100 cheaper and we do everything just as good and maybe better on a hardware end. They have to say, what can we do to draw you in now? What games can we show you? What franchises can we unveil? What experiences? Now, PlayStation Plus becomes, I think, even more important. They've got to really say, hey, now we're going to give you a full PS4 game with PlayStation Plus. Do something to get another one-up. This is all about one-upmanship. It's all about who can gain the edge now, because when you walk into Walmart, Target, Toys R Us, Best Buy on June 9th, you're going to see these systems stand next to each other, and they're going to be exactly the same price. Now, some people may wonder if Sony will make a price cut to go even further beneath Microsoft, but I don't foresee that coming. I don't think they can afford to do that. I don't think it's time for a $350 PlayStation 4. It's selling so well, they really have no need to do that. They still have the upper hand. They're still in the driver's seat. They're still sitting pretty with the lead firmly in their grasp. But things are going to get interesting. It's going to be a fun E3. It's going to be a fun 2014, a fun fall to see what Microsoft and Sony can really deliver for us. And I love that it's about the games. I love it. All the console wars crap, that's so annoying. It's about games. And now there's going to be a new kind of console battle about which exclusives are better, which box plays the better games? And that's a fun conversation, because now we can talk about, ooh, how exciting is Sunset Overdrive? Ooh, how exciting is The Order? It's not about, oh, my console costs more, so it's an elite system. Your console doesn't have motion control. All that side stuff can go away. And I'm sure some people will still bring it up, but for me, it's about the games. It's about the games, and I love it. A $399 Xbox One, that's pretty darn cool. You can get it wherever they're sold come June 9th, come that week of E3, and they will walk into their conference with that price point already established. I'm sure they'll make note of it, but then it's all about the games. And when Sony steps up later that evening, it's got to be all about the games, because that's now what they have to dish out. They have to cook up something exciting from a software standpoint, because their hardware now costs exactly the same as the other guys. And I think that's pretty cool. Let me know your thoughts on this big announcement from Microsoft this morning. I was blown away, still am kind of shocked, because I never saw it coming this early. Guys and girls, thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button. Gonna be a fun next few weeks. Until that time, though, everybody, thanks again. Drink some hot chocolate, and we will see you all later.